Hey, so day two. Um, First off, statistics. There are currently 114 deaths counted based on the Robert Koch Institute. That's basically the CDC equivalent for Germany. So 114 deaths total in Germany, and then what was the extra thing? And four in Hessen, which is the state I live in. And there's only about a little over 1,600 total infected in Hessen, where I'm staying at right now. So those are the numbers. And then how am I doing? I'm fine. I had the day off. I didn't do much. I spilled coffee all over my mattress after I took all my sheets off, which was perfect. But then I learned how to clean my mattress with some of the stuff I already had on hand, so I didn't have to go shopping. But I did go shopping for other things. Humorously enough, before everything started, I had basically almost no toilet paper, but I haven't been using a lot, so because I go to work so much right now. So I have one roll left, and I went to the store to see if there was anything. Just as a thought, there was nothing. That's fine. I bought some Tempos, which is basically tissue papers. Tempo is the term they use for tissues like Kleenex, but in Germany. And then, but other than that, I mean, just jump in the shower, right? So it's not that bad. And then I went for a run. It was really sunny today. I cooked some food. I'm drinking a Kilkenny right now to finish off my evening. But I do want to throw this thought out there just because I'm curious what other people might think. I know I work in healthcare and I work with the elderly, and so I'm like one of the high risk, I interact with one of the high risk populations. So I have to take a lot of consideration into what I do every day and who I interact with. So, for example, I was supposed to meet somebody today, but we called it off because it's just safer that way. And, but yeah, so I guess my thought is I have a lot of thoughts regarding the long term effects of something like this on society in general. People don't in the U.S. People don't necessarily think of German culture as being super touchy. However, every time I meet somebody new who is a friend of a friend, or I interact with like an acquaintance, even in your German friend circles, you always greet with a hug. And so it's super weird for me because I'm getting almost like a reverse culture shock back to the waving that is so standard in the US. Um, so the hi, how's it going kind of thing is, yeah, super strange. Um, Necessary, but just weird. And I guess small things like that, it just makes me think a lot about long term effects. I have a lot of that on my mind. I remember reading about the fall of the Roman Empire in college, and one of the things they talked about was how there were two plagues during the 300s, that 300 AD, that severely affected the transition because people who even did basic help for others who were sick had a much more drastic rate of recovery during these plagues, even just basic care, food, water, washing them, right? And that was seen at that time as a miracle. And so I think about just how much everybody's doing so much that they can to try to prevent infecting other people. And I know that on one hand, there are definitely plenty of people out there who are doing their best to like be there for their family or help take care of their family, but I don't have an opinion necessarily, but it makes me think a lot about what I did reading that way. And I'm just curious how other people are reacting to this and how it's impacting like their thoughts about society and what it means going forward, especially when it comes to a world that was moving and I would say will continue to move towards being borderless when all of a sudden all of the borders are closed because of disease. Anyway, till tomorrow.